Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Call Loyim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And basically, we're getting deeper and deeper into the last days. We see the mark of the beast, all right, which is going to be implemented really soon, man. All right, so now we're seeing that, and a brother in Atlanta, the elder Itazawam, made a statement. It's pretty profound. He said, all right, through the Spirit, he said that our reality of understanding through the Spirit of and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to become a part of these people's reality, and that's what's taking place, because these people, all right, in these in these upper tiers and in these upper brackets of wealth, are starting to see that they're going to have to take this mark of the beast. And one of them here is Christopher Green of AMTV. So I'm gonna show a little bit of this video, and I'm gonna get some scriptures just to point out the fact that the men that you see on the highways and byways, all right, we have the truth. We have the truth of this reality, and this reality that we have and understanding that we have is going to become a part of you people's reality that have been scoffing, been talking shit, the people that have been in unbelief. It's going to become your reality really soon, man. Okay, so here's a little bit of this video.
Dystopic hell has officially been rolled out in the United States of America. What once could only be described as a free country, with liberties like freedom of religion and press, all these kinds of things that we've taken for granted and we've enjoyed for generations, are now coming to an abrupt and solid end. Social credit scoring and a social credit score system has officially been rolled out by the tech titans, which really are the police state themselves.
And that's a very good point he made. He said that they are the police state themselves, these tech giants that are forming this social economy, this technological economy, man. And we know that this is to implement the mark of the beast. Okay, so our reality that we understand through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is becoming a part of you people's reality, and everything else we said that we have understood through the scriptures is going to take place as well. All right, this is Revelations. Let me get this. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse. Let me see where I'm going to start. Revelations chapter 13, verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, which is the Roman Empire. We are currently living in that regeneration and rejuvenation of the Roman Empire. Okay? And what are they going to end off their kingdom with? Because they know they're finished. They're going to try to get everybody to become one people. All right? And to live under one economy, this digital economy that they're ushering in by way of Elon Musk and these brain Neuralink chips and the RFID chip, man. All spoken of in this chapter. Revelations 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. This is this kingdom by way of its bombing that has been known for destruction. Verse 14, excuse me. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, and that's talking about the Roman Empire, all right, which was actually taken down by Septimius Severus. Okay, and that's when the Roman Empire was wounded by Jake. Septimius Severus was a Jake, but then it says which had the wound by the sword and did live. They came back into power and did live, all right, during the time of the Renaissance, which is the early 1400s, all the way up into this present time. So we are still currently living in that Roman Empire. Verse 15, and he had powers to give life unto the image of the beast. This kingdom has power to give life unto the image of the beast, wickedness, all right, walking in the ways, everything that is contrary to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The nation that controls this society, the biblical Edomites, they have the power, all right, to give life unto the image of the beast. All right, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, and that's by way of this chip. And Christopher Green just made a point, and he said that if you don't take this chip, you're gonna be killed, and that's scriptural. And I just read it in this 15th verse in Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we're seeing this through Elon Musk. We're seeing this through, you can go over there in Sweden. All right. And there's certain companies around the world that are ushering in this microchip for their employees. And where is it going? In your hand. Then you have Elon Musk with his Neuralink, his chip that's going where? In your brain or in your head. Okay? In your right head or in their foreheads. And that's what it says here. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And this reality, this prophecy is coming to pass, which signifies that we are almost out of here. You saw the elect, all right, the men of great millstone. All right, we are almost out of here, and this signifies that we're almost near the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, with them ushering this in, man. Because Apostle Tahar always says that once they usher in this chip, everything is going to move very, very quickly. It's going to be snappy. All right, so I'm going to play some more of this, get some more scriptures. Lord willing, it's edifying.
Directly working hand in hand with the Pentagon, Central Intelligence. Of course, many of you probably know this, others don't. Some of the largest contracts that Amazon has in the world come from the CIA. And people like Eric Schmidt, who formerly worked with Google, one of the largest tech giants in the world, now works directly with the Pentagon. He's part of the innovation board, is what they call. And they're rolling out, we see this in other countries today, great Orwellian dictatorships, fascist regimes like China, of which they basically take an image of your face and your retina at any given moment and then put you on a blacklist if they don't like you. Maybe they don't like.
And this is basically just a technological version of the past, man. This is nothing new under the sun. Let's get that. This is Ecclesiastes 1. Ecclesiastes 1 and let's see here. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. And that is the same thing happening again. Because let's get this. This is 2 Maccabees. Actually, this is 1 Maccabees 1. Because what do they want to do? They want everybody to be adhered and be chipped and come into this new digital economy, or else you're going to become an enemy of the state. All right, you're going to become an enemy of this police state that America is going to become. All right, because a lot of people are going to deny this chip and they're going to be put to death for it. All right, and we of Great Millstone, from the apostles and elders on down, we know not to take the chip. Okay, we've been taught what it is. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we know that if we take the chip, we are not going to reign with Yahushai. But these people, 2/3 of our people, and the rest of the heathen, all right, they're going to take this chip willingly. Okay? Therefore, they're going to be set up for destruction. This is 1 Maccabees, and there's nothing new under the sun because the Edomites did the same exact thing, man. Okay? In the past. That's why the Ecclesiastes tells you there's nothing new under the sun. All these heathen nations always try to formulate a plan on how to come together and have the world come under the rulership of them, the creature, instead of the Most High. And it's always been disappointed by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the same thing is going to take place in this time. All right, let me just find this incident. Let's see here. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and that's how they're trying to implement this. Everybody's going to be one if you're on this grid. All right, everybody's going to receive funds if you get the chip and you get this Neuralink brain chip as well, man. Everybody's gonna be okay. Everybody's on this system, and this just signifies that we're coming to the end of this kingdom and this captivity. All right, because we're in the end of the book, and they're doing exactly what they did before their destruction during this time. All right, before the Jews rose up, we're rising up in the spirit again. First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. All right, so we aren't to leave these laws. We are to continue to push this word and continue to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. All right, while on the other hand, the heathen and 2/3 of our people, they're not going to do that. Why? Because they're all heathens. And it says here, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king, which is why we tell you, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to take that chip, man. All right, and you're going to take that chip, which the scriptures tells you which the scriptures forbids you not to, man. And that's from the Most High. That's from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 43, yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Shabbat. So that's what's going to take place once again. 2/3 of our people are going to take this chip and become a part of this technological economy that Esau is trying to usher in by way of the RFID chip and all these Neuralink brain chips. All right, this is what we're seeing. Prophecy be taking place before our eyes.
Color your skin, your religion, sexual orientation. Let's say you're a Christian. Blacklist. You're a Republican. Blacklist. Voted Donald Trump in 2016. Blacklist. Transgender. Blacklist. This is all happening in real life. And it's happening in China. So what does it mean when you have a social credit score that's in the gutter? This new invented score that they came up with, it's kind of like a FICO score, but it's a score for you as a citizen. What happens to you? Well, we're seeing this in the States today where you're deplatformed. They basically just shut down your voice, which is illegal and criminal at the highest levels. Again, we have a First Amendment, freedom of speech for a reason. Again, free speech exists because most people don't like what other people have to say. I mean, if everyone approved of everyone's speech, there would be nothing called or nothing like free speech in the first place. But if you're on the blacklist in places like China, and now in the United States, as they officially have already announced, they're rolling this out right now, you won't be able to do some vital things within your own society itself, like open a bank account, or get credit for a mortgage, or send your children to private school, or board a train or plane, or maybe even get a passport. In fact, you'll be flushed down the toilet of this digital hell that they've created for you.
Exactly, and that's what's going to happen to 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because you're going to trust in this system so much that you're going to take this chip because you don't have any faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You don't have this hope, and you're not trying to get right with the Most High. So you're going to be without covering. So you're going to just, you're just going to openly take the chip willingly. All right, this is Isaiah. Let's see, it's Isaiah 30. 31. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Our people are going to go down to Egypt, which we're currently in, which would be today America, Babylon the Great, and they're going to lean upon him. And they're going to take the chip because they have no other option. That's what 2/3 of our people are going to do. Verse 2, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his word, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together. So you're going to be destroyed with this kingdom if you adhere to it. All right, the Most High has written in the scriptures not to adhere to this kingdom, and we always went through these type of things in the past. All right, especially during the time of the Greeks. All right, our people consented to the religion, it says. So they're going to consent once again. Ecclesiastes 1:9. There's nothing new under the sun. They're going to consent, all right, to taking this chip and to becoming a part of this technological economy by way of the mark of the beast. All right, let's get a little bit more.
After all, statists are going to state. And we've been taken over here in the United States of America through Manchurian candidates and through a silent coup that has overthrown basically all the rights, civil liberties, and the great republic itself. That's why Donald Trump, although not perfect, is really our last line in the sand. He's the red line between total dictatorship and fascism if these companies get their way and maybe a little bit of a semblance of freedom. We're seeing this in the United States of America today, and usually what comes after this, after they flush your credit score down the toilet because maybe they don't like you because you're a Christian or a Jew, or they don't like your politics, typically what comes next is mass death. We're talking mass killing, we're talking democide, we're talking concentration camps. See, it's a death by 1,000 cuts, right?
And that's all prophecy. Because what's going to happen is this devil's going to realize that he doesn't have any time. And a lot of people are not going to want to take this chip. Okay? And he's going to see that he's at his end. And that's what the concentration camps are going to come in. That's where he's going to slaughter people. This devil's just going to go all out in the last days. Okay? This is Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil shall come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Alright, so that's what's going to take place. Lots of death and destruction by way of this devil, the biblical Edomite. Let's get this. He's talked about the camps. Alright, these internment camps, these concentration camps. Alright, and he's going to cast a lot of people into them. Let's get this. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those that start at 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Christopher Green spoke on the Jews, but he's talking about the Amalekites. And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that is what this devil is going to do, because he's going to implement all these things, and there's going to be a certain percentage of people that are not going to adhere to this type of thing, and they're going to disobey. And he's going to cast a lot of people into prison. He's going to cast some of the prophets into prison. And he's going to come down with great wrath, and he's going to slaughter and destroy people, man. All right? Unless you take this chip.
Americans would probably agree. Hey, if I don't like that guy's speech, then yeah, shut him down. If I don't like that guy's politics, yeah, shut him down. But what they don't realize is they're coming for you next. Look, you don't think these Manchurian candidates are going to allow you to have your freedom in the police states of the future, of these social credit scoring systems and smart grid cities of which they're promoting. It's exactly why people like Elon Musk have officially announced that in the coming months, by 2020, they'll be officially merging your brain with a microchip.
And what does that signify? That prophecy is coming to pass. This is Revelations. Let's go back to Revelations 13. Skip over a couple chapters. This is Revelations 13 and 14 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand, the RFID chip, which he has images of here in his video. Because these people know, man. They know what's coming, man. And he's going, and when we watch a little bit more of the video, he's going to say that this is the physical and tangible proof of the mark. What mark? The mark of the beast that's spoken of in Revelations, the 13th chapter here. Revelations 13 to 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Elon Musk's Neuralink chip in the brain, man.
Yeah, that's right. The literal, tangible mark of the beast. And it's right out there in the open. In fact, they're selling it like it's a good thing. Isn't it awesome that these companies that have too much power, like Uber and self-driving cars and social media giants, are now going to be able to dictate your every reality? And if they don't like you, they'll just, again, flush you straight down the toilet of George Orwell's 1984 worst nightmare, which really wasn't a fiction, it was just truly a non-fiction piece. This is the cold, hard reality of your reality today. And the question I asked yesterday is, will you take the mark? Are you going to sit down? Are you going to allow this to happen? You know, the cynic in me says, yeah, probably most Americans will. I mean, not a lot of people spoke up when they ran.
Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I told you in it read in First Maccabees that a lot of our people consented unto Antiochus. So a lot of our people in this time are going to consent unto this chip, just like this man is speaking of.
Rounded up the Jews. That's why so many of them were exterminated. And we've seen this throughout history, whether or not it's Stalin or Mao or Hitler himself. Right? It's a death by 1,000 cuts. So again, this is amazing for the status. This is amazing for the kings and queens of our modern reality and culture, because now they have total dictatorial control. I've talked about this for years. You know, freedom of speech is an illusion. You don't have freedom of speech. Look at what's happened in the last 10 years, just a decade of time in social media. You had all these people building massive audiences, and then what do when these people, these long shots, get too big, too powerful, too loud? They just shut you down. They deplatform you. They call you a racist or fascist or a Nazi, and then they use that as pretext and the reason why they can basically just squash all of your freedom. And it's exactly what they're doing in the United States of America. So this is what's being rolled out by these tech giants right now, a social credit score. And it's so effective because, look, you don't want to be on the blacklist. If you're on the blacklist, you're going to be outcasted. You won't have access to all these things that you enjoy. I mean, if the state, for example, thinks you play too many video games, credit score is going to go down. If they think you're lazy, you're not working hard enough, credit score is going to go down. Maybe you don't sweep your front door quite clean enough, credit score is going to go down. You don't cross the street using the proper signals, you jaywalk, or let's say you accidentally litter, credit score is going to go down. You're a Christian, you go to church every Sunday, credit score is going to go down. They don't like the color of your skin, credit score is going to go down. See, this is the perfect Orwellian hell, and it is absolutely your worst nightmare tuning in. So here's a logical question: what are we all going to do to stop it? Because if we don't raise our voices now, expect to be flushed down the toilet of oblivion's past, as they're already.
And that's what's going to happen to these people here in Babylon the Great. See, the heathens have no chance. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, you have a chance to escape this, man. Okay? Because there's nothing new under the sun. The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is going to disappoint this once again, man. But first, let me grab this just to signify this is actually the same thing that these Edomites have always been doing, man. Nothing is new under the sun, according to Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter, man. This is 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 8. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. So what's going to take place in this time, man? Our people are going to be, they're going to be guided to take and become a part of this social economy that they're trying to establish. This technological economy that they're trying to establish by way of this mark of the beast, which you're seeing on the screen here in your right hand, on your forehead. Elon Musk's Neuralink prophecy is being fulfilled, man. The Most High's word shall not come back void, man. All right, and then as many people that don't consent to this, they shall be killed, just like in the past, man.
To do to stop it? Because if we don't raise our voices now, expect to be flushed down the toilet of oblivion's past. As they're already doing, they're altering our digital footprint. They're altering our history through zeros and ones. And don't they say that it's the victor that rewrites the history books? You see, this is about oppression. This is about tyranny on a fundamental level. I mean, this is so bold and in your face. We haven't seen this since the last time America declared 1776 and fought the Redcoats. That was needed to defend our rights. Not just our rights as Americans, but our human rights.
And you're not going to have any human rights, because Revelation says here, let's read it again. Revelations 13, and we're telling you this out on the highways and byways. All right, that the Most High has ordained this devil to come down with great wrath and to implement his mark of the beast according to the power that he was given by the Most High. And as many as don't consent shall be killed, according to the scriptures, man. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, actually let's start up. Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that's, that's going into you fully submitting yourself to this devil by saying that he is your God. And you doing that is you going into getting this chip implemented and put into yourself, whether it be into your brain and forehead, which it says here, prophecy is beautiful, man, or in your right hand. All right, what you see on the screen here, man. Okay.
We see this right now in places like Hong Kong, where a fascist dictatorship beats the crap out of innocent protesters, bloodied, maimed, and slaughtered by an authoritarian state. But it's not just China. We're having our Tiananmen Square moment here in the good old USA. And again, what are we doing about it? Will you remain silent? Or, well, maybe we should share this video and just get the message out. Maybe you should tell your friends. Don't think that they're just going to target these fringe groups or these people that they don't like. They're coming after you next. And I'll tell you this, they don't like you tuning in. They absolutely hate you. This country has been taken over through a silent coup, a demolition, so to speak, of which now the rulers, the deep dark state, the same people that cover up the Epstein saga and control the narrative, right?
He's absolutely right, man. The wicked tells you in Job, the 9th chapter and 24th verse, all right, that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and this is one of their this is something they want to implement onto the earth, man. These wicked elite, man. But we know that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that the Most High is gonna disappoint these people, man. Okay, but at the same time, people that consent to this chip, they're gonna be destroyed, man. All right, this is Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, these chips, RFID chip, Neuralink, mark in his forehead or in his hand, all right, because also you can get that RFID chip in your brain. All these different things are pointing at the mark of the beast technology, man. And the Lord says here that you're going to be destroyed for taking it, man. Revelations 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that is what is coming, man. But that's why we have to stay faithful unto death, man. And pray to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that he does not, give us the spirit to take this chip. Why? Because the Lord is actually coming to save us, man. All right, this is Job 21. And I'm going to end it off here. This is Job 21 and... Bear with me 1 second. This is Job 5 and 12. That's why we have to stay here to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is Job 5 and 8. I would seek unto the Most High and unto the Most High would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, which is going to take place in this time. Okay? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. And that's what's going to take place, man. Alright, the Lord is going to rain missiles upon this place, man. And Lord willing, we get saved out of it by way of these chariots, man. This is Job 21 and 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? The Most High distributeth sorrows in his anger. So they're not going to really perform their enterprise, man. Okay? When they're in the fullness of trying to do this, which I'm trying to get right now, when they're in the fullness of trying to implement this thing, man, the Most High is going to rain fire and brimstone. The Most High is going to judge this nation, man, these Edomites, man. Okay? Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. That's 20, Job 20. This is Job, the 20th chapter, and in the 19th verse. We'll start at 19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, the biblical Edomite, by way of this wicked kingdom, oppressing us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. All these things that Christopher Green is talking about, this Norellian government and, this implementation of the mark of the beast. Although, there's going to be casualties of it, the Most High is not going to let this man do all these things on the earth in the last days. Job 20 and 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So this man is not going to escape this judgment just by him implementing, this mark of the beast, man. Yeah, he might get people to take the chip, and he might have people use the chip for a little bit, but then the Most High is going to destroy this place out of nowhere. When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. And that's what's happening, man. All these things are inching this biblical Edomite all these biblical leaders of the Edomites into their destruction and their captivity, man. So continue to push your mark of the beast. Continue to push this chip. Elon Musk, make more Neuralinks, because you're just inching and inching into your destruction. Lord willing, those edifying. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and Abba Ball. And I will put this video in the description box. Shalom.